Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. He's spotted at the 49. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Gets this one to Juszczyk. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Purdy on 4th down. That is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. McCaffrey. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
It's now 4th and goal.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Here's Purdy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run.
And it's intercepted in the end zone. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Jake Moody now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Hey, pick 26.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. He finds Wilson and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Hall want to give up the middle. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go again with Hall. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Give to Hall running right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Ray Greenlaw on the tackle. Again, 5.
A handoff for Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's a give to Hall. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
On first down, it's Purdy. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. Down to the 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does besides boost their confidence? It doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score in striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked out all week long.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Here's Hall again. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First down, Jets.
Over here.
A give running right is Hall. Down to the 42, second down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. The 49ers.
Here's Hall. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On third down, here's Hall.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. No room to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
26.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Now Hall. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
And quickly they get to the line.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Jets 24, 49ers 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They go play action here. Purdy.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Jermaine Johnson
Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Purdy.
This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
This is caught. Touchdown! George Kittle, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard this sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Purdy to throw.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Throwing, Purdy.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And this one is right through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
To throw is Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Rodgers to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, the run with Hall.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Hall again.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. They ran out of gas at the end, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Open man is Jerome Jennings.
And he is out of bounds, but now before he's inside the 30. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
49ers field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
4 quarters not enough for all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this is caught, Jennings. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
McCaffrey following the penalty.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. This ball is caught. He's got Debo. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Purdy off the play fake. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Completes a Kittle.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT.
Touchdown 49ers! Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Moody good with the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now Hall to start the drive.
They find some open field here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Hey, 626.
They'll go again with Hall. And
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And how about that? In a game that's had just about everything, how's that for an answer? Remember, in the past, this game would be over already. But that's a huge play there to give them a fighting chance to go down and possibly tie this game.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2.
It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel. Came in full confidence, believed in themselves.